What is the best Olympic weightlifting and bodybuilding training split? I'm going to answer that for you in this video. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Coach Brian from Big Ben Strength, and in this video, I'm going to share the 4-day Olympic weightlifting and bodybuilding training split that I use in my OlyBuilding training program. The OlyBuilding program is a unique blend of Olympic weightlifting and bodybuilding exercises. This program is perfect for anybody who is competent in the Olympic lifts and wants to switch up their training for something fresh. It's also great for any Olympic lifters who need an off-season style training program or need to go up a weight class and need to put on some muscle. This program has a lower frequency of Olympic lifts and a heavy emphasis on bodybuilding training designed to put on muscle as efficiently as possible while still keeping the Olympic lifts feeling crisp. The key to combining these two styles of training is the proper training split. So this is a 4-day training split that I'm going to outline right now. Day 1, snatch and legs. This will have you doing a higher volume of snatches before a few heavy singles. After that, you'll hit a heavy squat and then drop set either on the squat or with a machine like a leg press or hack squat. We'll then move on to a single leg lunge or split squat exercise and finish on the leg extension. All of these are going to be higher volume sets. Day 2, we're focusing on the jerk and upper body pressing. This workout will have you follow the same scheme as the snatches with some high volume work before going heavy. Then we're going to move into a heavy pressing exercise, either the bench press, incline press, overhead press, or push press, before dropping down for some higher volume drop sets. You'll then move on to some chest or shoulder isolation and finish with tricep isolation, all high volume. Then we'll rest 1 to 2 days before our next training session, which is focused on cleans and upper body pulling. This workout follows the same scheme as the snatches and jerks with high volume cleans before going heavy. Then is going to be followed with a heavy pulling exercise like a bent over row, pull up, T-bar row, all with high volume drop sets. After that, you'll do anywhere from 6 to 9 sets of back exercises and 3 to 6 sets of bicep exercises before calling it a day. Day 4 is front squat and lower pull focused. This workout is an optional workout, but it includes important exercises like the front squat, which are absolutely a necessity for Olympic lifters. It'll then be followed up by a heavy hinge exercise like an RDL or a good morning with some high rep drop sets. Then it'll finish up with some single leg hinging and hamstring curls and a little bit of calf work to end the week. Now that you know the training split, here is a sample week of training from our OlyBuilding 4-day training program. This is from an upcoming cycle that is focused on free weight isolation exercises rather than cable isolation exercises. We're going to start with the snatch, a 15-minute EMOM, meaning you'll do one single on the minute for 15 minutes at 70%. Then we're going to have 2 singles at 75% and 2 singles at 80%. This is a great time to focus on your technique and making each rep consistent with a couple consistent heavy singles after that. We'll then move into our back squat. We're going to take 1 set of 3 on the back squat at an RPE of about 7.5 or 70 to 75% of your 1 rep max, or a top triple with 15 to 25 pounds in reserve. Then we're going to do some drop sets. We can either do those on the back squat or on a machine like a leg press or hack squat. We'll do 3 sets of 10 reps, building up in weight each set, aiming to get near failure on the last weight. After that, we'll go up a little bit more, and we're going to perform what I call a drop set of doom. This is an intensity building method that will yield you some crazy results. We'll take that first weight, our heaviest weight, and we're going to go to failure on it or near failure. We're going to drop it down 1 to 2 plates on the machine or about 20 pounds on a barbell and then go to failure again. We'll continue to do that as we lower the weight until we get to the lightest possible weight that we can, aiming for about 5 to 6 weight changes in this one set. Once you survive those, then we move into the Bulgarian split squat. We're going to do 3 sets of 8 reps, building up in weight each set, and then 1 drop set to failure. For the drop set, take your second weight that you use, your second working weight, and we're going to go to failure on 1 leg, then drop the dumbbells and continue going to failure at body weight. Rest as needed, switch legs, and repeat. Once we finished up with the Bulgarian split squat, we move over to the leg extension. We're going to do 3 sets of 20 reps, building in weight each set. After your last set of 20, increase the weight by 20 to 50 pounds, and then we're going to do a drop set of doom on the leg extension. We're going to go to failure at your first weight, drop it 1 to 2 plates, go to failure, and repeat until you get to the lightest possible weight. On the leg extension, we're aiming for about 7 to 10 weight changes. That is our snatch and leg day. Let's take a look at the next one. Day 2 is jerks and upper body pressing focused. With day 1 being leg focused, we want to choose an exercise here that we don't really need to use our legs. So obviously we're not going to focus on the clean or the front squat. So we've got split jerks up next. We're going to take 15-minute EMOM at 70%, then 2 singles at 75, and 2 singles at 80, the same rep scheme that you did yesterday for the snatches. Again, this is a great time to practice any of your techniques that you need help with. Just a reminder for everybody that's in our OlyBuilding program, you get free video review of your Olympic lifts included in your membership. So make sure to take videos and upload them so we can give you some things to work on if you're not sure what to work on yourself. After the jerk, we're going to move into our heavy pressing exercise. This cycle, we're focused on the bench press. We're going to build up to a heavy set of 3 at about 70 to 75%, or RPE 7.5, or a top triple with 15 to 25 pounds in reserve. Then we're going to drop it to 65 to 75% of that triple for 3 sets of 10 reps, with a controlled eccentric on every single rep. After the bench press, we move over to the dumbbell bench press. We're going to do 3 sets of 8 reps, building in weight each set. Then we'll take it down to our first weight, go to failure, and then drop it immediately 10 to 20 pounds and go to failure again. After you finished up with your dumbbell bench, we move over to the katana tricep extension. This is my absolute favorite tricep exercise. We're going 3 sets of 12 reps, building up in weight each set. Then after you complete your top set, we're going to do a drop set of doom. So go up a little bit and weight again. We're going to go to failure at that top weight, drop it down 1 to 2 plates, go to failure, and repeat until you get to the lightest possible weight. All of this on the same arm the whole time. Once you complete that drop set of doom on your one arm, you switch arms and repeat. That's everything for our jerks and upper body push. Let's move on to day 3. Day 3 is our clean and upper pull focused workout. We're going to use the same rep scheme that we used for our snatches and jerks earlier in this week. 15-minute EMOM at 70%, then 2 singles at 75 and 2 singles at 80%. Again, this is our heavy technical focused portion of the workout. If you have any techniques that you need to practice with your clean, this is where you're going to get it done. After the clean, we move into our upper body pulling. We're going to start off with an optional first exercise, the weighted strict pull-up. We're going to build up to a moderately heavy set of 3 with about 10 to 15 pounds in reserve. Then we're going to drop it down to body weight or assisted for 3 sets of 10 reps. And if you don't have pull-ups yet, then we're going to spend this time on the assisted pull-up machine, using more resistance for your sets of 10 and less resistance for your heavy set of 3. Then we move into the underhand grip barbell bent over row. We're building up to a heavy set of 6 and then drop setting for 3 sets of 10 reps. Make sure that you're rowing to your hip crease and not to your sternum. And make sure that you're actually bent over in your position and not mostly upright. After the bent over rows, we move over to the dumbbell pullover. We're going to go 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, building in weight each set. Feel free to go heavier on this exercise if you can, without moving your body excessively and making sure that the movement is initiated by the lats and not by the abs, like I see most people doing. Then we're going to move into the single arm dumbbell row, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, increasing weight each set. Once you've completed your 3 sets, then we're going to take it back to our first weight and do 1 to failure set on each side. And finishing it up with single arm cable bicep curls. We're going to go 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps at a moderate weight with a controlled eccentric. Now, this training cycle is a little bit more focused on the back rather than the biceps, so we're not going to have a whole lot of bicep work in here, but that will rotate from month to month. So that's everything for day 3. Let's take a look at day 4. And day 4 is front squat and lower body pulling focus. So there's no Olympic lifts on this one. It's just the front squat that is the most Olympic lifting focused exercise. We're going to build up to a top triple at about 70 to 75% of your 1 rep max, or RPE 7.5, or something that you have about 15 to 25 pounds in reserve. After the front squat, we're going to move on to the RDL. We're going to build up to a heavy set of 6 before dropping it in weight and going for 3 sets of 10 reps. After your 3 sets of 10 reps, we drop it down again for 1 set of 20 reps. Once we finished our RDLs, we're going to move on to the seated hamstring curl machine. We're going to go 3 sets of 20 reps, building up in weight each set. Once you finish your 3 sets of 20, we're going to increase the weight again for another drop set of doom, where we're going to go to failure at our heaviest weight, drop it down 1 to 2 plates, and go to failure again, and repeat that until we get to our lightest possible weight on the machine. And once we finished up with our hamstrings, we're going to do some calf raises. We're going 3 sets of 20 reps at a moderate weight to finish out this week of training. So there is a sample week of the OlyBuilding 4-day training split. As you can see, the main priority of this program is to make sure that the balance of exercises is in a way where your bodybuilding exercises won't get in the way of your Olympic lifts. We're never going to have a back day right before you have to do cleans where you're going to really struggle with getting a front rack position. Or we're never going to do upper body pressing the day before you have to snatch where you're worried about being able to actually support the weight overhead. Finding the perfect training split has taken me a long time, and this is it. This is the training program that I use myself, and I absolutely love it. I've made tons of progress on it. And if you want to make the same progress, check out the free 7-day trial linked in the description below. That's everything for this video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.